Do you find the stories of perfect crime intriguing and fascinating? Well, we all do. But without being cruel, let me break it to you that perfect crime doesn't exist at all. Evidently, an event that has or will ever occur will always leave its trace. Now, you may argue that there are cases that have remained virtually unsolved mysteries. Such cases remain mystery purely because of the incompetence and the hidden compulsions of the investigating agencies. But what if both the criminal and the authorities are a complete match to each other? Believe you me, such a cat and mouse chase become a roller coaster ride full of entertainment, excitement, and thrills. Hi and welcome to TFIPost Entertainment. I'm your host Palak. If you are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. If you are watching us on Facebook, do like, share, and follow the page. Let's begin. Released in the year 1973, The Day of the Jackal is based on the acclaimed novel written by Frederick Forsyth. He was famous for writing spy novels in which the protagonist was usually either a spy or political assassin. The film stars Edward Fox and Michael Lonsdale in the main roles. It was directed by Austrian-American film director Fred Zinnemann. The movie revolves around the time when French President Charles de Gaulle announced to grant independence to its erstwhile colony Algeria. It chronicles the efforts of notorious militant underground organization OAS to keep Algeria a French colony. For that, the group devises a plan to assassinate their own president, Charles de Gaulle. However, they face serious challenges in their way as the French Action Service keeps nullifying their assassination attempts on the president. In 1962, the cavalcade of French President Charles de Gaulle was rushing through a secret route. In a surprise attack, a heavily armed group of assassins launched a blitzkrieg and ambushed the president motorcade. But the group failed and the president escaped unharmed. Soon, French security agencies launched a repressive crackdown on the OAS. The OAS realized that the group have been compromised. Thereafter, the OAS leaders in exile hired a professional assassin dubbed as Jackal to carry out the job. The movie highlights the painstaking research, meticulous planning, and eye for detail behind the assassination rather than over-dramatization and machismo. Evidently, the cold-hearted and ruthless assassin, Jackal crosses the nation's boundaries with ease through well-thought-out forgery and fabrication of documents. The act was so real that any further cases related to forgery of passports in the same manner as the movie are now known as the Day of the Jackal fraud. Without rushing to the final act, the movie craftily builds up the suspense. All throughout the film, the balance keeps shifting both ways and leaves the audiences guessing till the very last. Contrary to popular portrayal, this movie was showcased from the prism of a villain protagonist. Later on, this became a successful template. The Hollywood movie tried to be as near to reality as possible. The movie was always bound to end with the assassination attempt failing miserably because President de Gaulle always survived assassination attempts. However, the American director Zinnemann never lost the grip of the plot and didn't let suspense evaporate. Jackal always seemed to be 2 steps ahead of French officer Claude Lebel. Being an undeterred assassin, Jackal even planned for wind direction, angle of his shot, perfect hiding place, and backstory to hide his custom-made rifle. The global audiences witnessed a possible perfect crime. But in the end, reality had the last laugh. Even after taking all the contingencies into account, Jackal couldn't kill President de Gaulle as he didn't think that the president may bend in honor of the war veteran. Drenched in reality, many scenes of the movie were actually shot in a real military parade with real President de Gaulle taking part in it. The audience were so enthralled that the movie set a threshold of making movies based on reality. Rather than the usual style where protagonist wins in the end, the director gave it a poetic ending. Instead of success, the protagonist receives an anonymous death. The director leaves it open for the global audiences to decipher the inevitable question, who was Jackal?